everyone. Thank you for coming. Appreciate you coming out today. For some of us, it's the second time. We did the groundbreaking, and then now we're here for the official ribbon cutting of the Concord's Dog Park. So this is very, very exciting. This dog park was started years ago by a small group of volunteers, concerned citizens, and that's how a lot of things start, and especially Anita Hickey and her husband Jack Hickey. They were the spark plugs and the fundraisers that got the original park up and going and kept the group of volunteers together and working with the city of Concord to get the park built. So I'd just like to recognize Anita and her late husband Jack for all the work they did that got us this far. I'm Candace Bouchard. I'm city councilor for Concord's Ward 9. My mask is falling. I am also the mayor pro tem for the city of Concord. Mayor Jim Belay could not make it today, so I am here instead. And I am also a longtime member, the council representative on the city's Recreation and Parks Advisory Committee, and which also had a lot to do with getting this dog park started. And not only that, the phase one of the Terrill Park, and hopefully we'll keep going and finish this wonderful park that we have planned for the city. Right now, the Terrill Park phase one has so far is $375,000 has been invested in this park by the city and volunteers and groups that are here today. And it's another great example of the city working together with different partners and organizations within the city. And I just want to thank you all. And it was funded by this area here, was funded by a grant from the Land and Water Conservation Fund, which is a federal grant from the city of Concord, and a private donation from the Merrimack River Greenway Trail, which will eventually connect down here. It'll start on Loudon Road and the first phase and just keep going. And this will just be a wonderful, wonderful piece to highlight the river. And I also like to, the city did the funding and design and permitting, and the city has applied from another Land and Water Conservation Fund grant, and hopefully we'll get that grant and be able to build the next section of the Greenway Trail. And I'd just like to thank a lot of people that are here today and some aren't. The state park staff and Commissioner Stewart of State Parks, they help coordinate the LWCF grant. And Dick Lemieux is here. And I'd like to thank you for the Merrimack Greenway Trail and a trustee, Christine. They're here and they donated to this project $67,000. So thank you very much for that. And Heather Ferreira from the SPCA, they take care of the inside of the dog park. They keep it clean and maintained, and they've been doing that since it was in its original location. And Warren Emily from the Rotary, they were another big donation. They gave just over $12,000 to install the water line and the dog fountain, which is very important, and I'm sure all the users, the little dogs, will appreciate that. Bob Burns of Merrill Construction, they did the work, and Terry's here today from Merrill Construction, and thank you very much. It's beautiful. And from the city engineering staff, we have Alex Bass, who worked with Merrill Construction and oversaw the project on the city's behalf. And of course, David Gill, the Rec and Park Director, and of course Thomas Spell, our city manager for the great city of Concord, and all helped with this project. And I don't know if any of you have, I guess most of you saw the older park, but it was down there in the old snow dump. It was it was adequate. It did the purpose, but nothing beautiful like this, where we opened up the river. You can see the Capitol Dome. There are benches for people to sit, and the Rotary with the water fountain, and it's just wonderful. So I just want to thank you all, and just as I said, it's phase one. We have big plans for heading down where the dog park was for a multi-purpose turf field, and just making this a real focal point for the city and for not only for city users, but hopefully for other communities to come here and use our fields. So thank you very much. Thank you, David. Thank you, Concord Community TV.
I just wanted to say that we, our group, the Friends of the Merrimack River Greenway Trail, formed 9 years ago in November. And what you see here is about 3/10 of a mile. So I just did a little work with my calculator. Being a retired engineer, I like numbers. So we built 3/10 of a mile in 9 years. That's 30 years per mile. And I figure at that rate, if we don't better our progress at that rate, it'll take us, we should finish about the year 2375, finishing the trail from city line to city line, all the way from Boscawen to. So I just wanted to add that. I want to thank the City of Concord very much, the City Council in particular, for supporting our project and for allowing us to go forward, and not only with this step, but with the next step and the steps beyond that. So we look forward to turning over to the city a wonderful trail that can be used by people from young to elderly. And I have a key to the kiosk that I want to turn over to the city manager. It represents the work of our board, donations from many community members, companies, individuals. So thank you all very much.
Good afternoon. Since no one's around, I'm just going to take my mask off. My name is Eric Fehlbaum. I am the Community Recreation Specialist with the Division of Parks and Recreation under the Department of Natural and Cultural Resources for the state of New Hampshire. And my role in this project is I am the grant manager for the Land and Water Conservation Fund, which is a federal grant program managed by the National Park Service to provide state and local assistance funding for development and acquisition of outdoor recreation. And we're here at just one of those projects. A couple years ago, we funded and awarded a grant to the City of Concord for $100,000 to be matched with a minimum of 50% to help develop kind of the phase one here of the Merrimack River Greenway Trail, as well as development of a parking lot and expansion of the dog park. And just to go further a little bit into it, is Land and Water Conservation Fund is a national program. A funding source comes from offshore oil and gas revenue that is specifically tied to each state into development and acquisition of outdoor recreation. Here in New Hampshire, in the 50 plus years of the program, we have given out roughly $42 million statewide. If you double that in 50-50 match, we're talking about an $80 million development and acquisition of outdoor recreation statewide. So this program goes far and wide. Nationwide, it's impacted every county in this country. Here in New Hampshire, we've got roughly 690 projects statewide, and ever so expanding year after year. This is kind of the catalyst to ever-growing, expanded Greenway Trail here in Concord, and hopefully the first phase of many that the city continues to move forward with, as well as kind of as we look, this beautiful dog park. And access is really key to a park that I think in the past has kind of been forgotten. And this is a great opportunity to put some federal grant money into a park to help drive that development and make this park a place where people want to come and enjoy.
My name is Heather Faria. I'm the Executive Director of the Pope Memorial SPCA. And on behalf of our organization, we're very excited to be here for this ribbon cutting. Our job is to help maintain the park and support pet owners in the community. The dog park has always been an important resource, and we're absolutely thrilled to see it in its new location and being used so much. So thanks to the City of Concord and all of the partners here, we're glad we could be a part of it, and we look forward to continuing together.
Thank you. My name is Warren Emley. I'm the immediate past president of the Rotary Club of Concord. Rotary Club is a part of this effort. We as a club look forward to ways to serve our city. And when the opportunity came up to help out with the dog park, we jumped. Primarily because one of our former members, Herb Burnham, was a lover of dogs and animals. And at his death, he put some money into a bequest for Rotary to use for a way that would be desirable for him and that would enhance the city of Concord. And we said, bingo, this is the opportunity. So Rotary donated some money, $12,000, to build a water line into a little water outlet for the dogs. You know, when we go to places, we need to have our bathrooms, and dogs also, but they more than that, they need watering places where they can drink clean water after they run around and exercise. So in the honor of Herb Burnham and Rotary Club, we are so happy to be a part of this for our great city of Concord.